See, you having even more hair than last time we spoke, I believe.
Oh, this old stuff, man.
No big deal.
Yeah.
I don't. If you didn't bring it up, I wouldn't even notice it for real.
Yeah. We can get right into it. Whenever you're ready. You good for like an hour or so tonight?
Yeah. I just
Like
gotta get out for like a fantasy draft. So if we we be good by like 9, then
perfect. I got you.
Perfect.
Yep. Sounds good. All right, let's get right into it. So we're back, episode 130 of the Morse Code podcast, Dan Moore Soapy Pre-App. As always, brought to you by our friends at Cold River Vodka, at Cold River Vodka on Instagram and Twitter, and www.coldrivervodka.com. Trill Withers is back in the building. How are you, sir? Good to see you.
I'm good, man. How you guys doing? Thank you for having me back on.
Of course, absolutely. I think it's like the third, because I missed the last time you were on, which I apologize for. You said hang out with Soapy for like an hour or whatever.
Yeah, he said you being like a family man. I didn't too much appreciate it.
I didn't like it much either, my friend. I wasn't a big fan either.
Yeah, that makes 3 of us.
Yeah, for sure. 0 for 3. But I'm trying to think. Usually every time you come on, you got something new going on. I think the last time I was here, maybe that's when you started to get into the Legends Lounge stuff. I know you were over doing the golf tournament somewhat recently. What if I miss anything? Anything new outside of the Patreon and the Legends Live stuff going on? Outside of like, Twitch and all the usual stuff?
Yeah, same old Twitch. Okay. Not here to argue. Legends Live stuff and the Patreon. Yeah, same old, man.
Are you still supposed to be on the next season of Ozark or no?
I can't really give that information away.
Okay.
But I will say you'll want to stay tuned.
Got you. You were Jonah's stunt double on season 2, right?
What's funny about that is I was actually supposed to be Jonah. People don't know that I was supposed to be Jonah. Politics, you know how it goes.
Yeah, for
they wanted somebody that could play
a 13-year-old
7th grader. Yeah. Maybe I've aged out of that a little bit. So
maybe,
but it's fine. He's a good kid. We're friends. He's
great guy. He's coming on with us next week. Really good guy. It's like I remember it was like in Entourage, like Johnny Drama had like his headshot from like the 90s, like going to get jobs at our agency.
I can play 7th grade up to grad school. Like, if you need range, Trill is your guy.
You also could definitely pass as Jason Bateman's kid or father.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Jason Bateman and literally everyone else on that disagreed. But
I was going through it over the weekend. Either of you guys ever notice how similar Agent Petty looks like Clay Travis? It hit me over the weekend.
Oh wow!
Looking at it,
I'll be honest. Clay Travis been blocked so long. I don't think
same.
I couldn't point him out of I know his general.
Yeah, that's fair.
If somebody,
it's uncanny now that you point that out.
Right?
Yeah, like if somebody's like, "Hey, that's Clay Travis," I'd be like, "Oh, okay," but I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Well, I saw him because I've blocked him as well for quite some time. I don't know if you saw this, but I saw it from someone else. He had Herschel Walker on Fox like college pregame show on Saturday, but I'm pretty sure it was on Fox News, which is I didn't know Fox News had a college football kickoff show.
Apparently they do now.
Yeah. And Tucker Carlson at halftime. They've got a
demographic,
Yeah, very weird. Anyway, let's get into it. So I did have a quick question. I was thinking earlier. So talking about everything you got going on, and I know you've kind of to use your words, you've kind of dived into some deeper waters on the latest fun reports and whatnot. What's it like now that you're over a year into kind of quote unquote doing your own thing? I know your old place wasn't a typical 9-to-5 type of job, but what's that been like truly, really relying on yourself to find all these different avenues and ventures and then kind of have a little more control of what you're doing as opposed to what you were doing before over at Barstool?
It's been cool, man. It's more, it's freedom / responsibility. Like, I don't think you get one without the other.
Spider-Man over here.
Yeah, I auditioned to play his stunt double too. But that's it.
You must be terrible at like interviews or like the auditions.
Clearly not. I can get in the room, but I clearly fumble the bag once I get in there. That's why I'm working hard now, man. I'm trying to get back, get that next stunt double tryout. But no, it's cool. It really, it's allowed me the flexibility especially during like Corona pandemic, all this, like to pick and choose like some things I've wanted to do, some things I've wanted to do, but it's like that's probably just not the best idea right now. Maybe it's things I'll get to do at some point, but having that like flexibility and the freedom to say no is nice. It's definitely nice.
You, I think I heard you say recently that you obviously don't have an alarm anymore, or you haven't for like quite some time. So I'm genuinely curious, like what's a day in your life typically like between all the streaming and recording that you do?
I mean, depend on the day, really. Like tomorrow I got to record Not Here to Argue. So we do that like somewhat early in the afternoon. So morning time is just like not even so much prep. I pretty much know what I want to say. It's mostly just like keeping up on making sure like it's like, this guy should be the starter. And it's like, he died last night. And it's like, damn, I didn't see that. So yeah, I mean, it's that. It's if I see or read anything, just kind of like writing it down. Maybe I want to say something later about it on the fun report. Maybe I want to bring it up on a stream. Maybe I want to like sit. Maybe I'm not even done thinking on it yet. So it's just kicking stuff around and just trying to find the best time to like when people. The things I'm doing are for the people. So it's like about seeing when they're free. When are they free to stream? Like when are they around? When do they want to hear shit? So just trying to go with that flow, I guess.
I'm jealous. I wish I was doing something more similar to what you're doing than my current everyday life. But okay. A little.
I'll say that if you asked me a year, I mean, I guess over a year ago now, this wasn't my life a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So to say that it might not be your life now, but to say that it can't one day be, that'd be untrue from my experience.
Oh, I will see you in those stunt double audition rooms. Trust me. And
you're
not going to walk out without one black eye at least.
I was going to say anything after that, I probably won't be there. But like the initial audition room, I'll be there. I'll see you there.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward.
I could see Soapy playing Jonah Bird's stunt double more so than Tyler for sure.
Well,
but I don't. Then. Well, I'm just saying it's my humble opinion as a non-Hollywood exec, as a former Hollywood exec, non-current Hollywood exec.
Did they ever drop those cases?
I can't say that on a recorded line. I go and whatnot. Speaking of that, have you run into your friend Ray Lewis?
No.
Since Friday's bombshell report with Wody.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
I haven't yet. Has some snitch taggers. I didn't like.
I was gonna say someone tagged his actual Twitter, like in the things.
I didn't like that.
I'd honestly
come on,
bro. Yeah,
he seems like a very much like not like he reads every single mention, but he seems like he'll see these just like 6 months from now, be like Ray Lewis favored this tweet. I'm like, oh man,
I'm fucking dead.
Like this football season's over. He got nothing but free time and money.
Yep, for sure. Oh boy.
So not yet, but
okay.
The night is young. The night is young.
Like you said, you weren't in the same place a year ago. Who knows where you'll be a year from now? Could be dead.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say?
I did have a quick question before. I know Soapy, you want to get on something, but I guess not similar to that. Do you think there's any chance come Sunday, once football season starts, Julio Jones scores any less than 4 touchdowns in his Titans debut?
I got to say, I drafted him on one fantasy team specifically for this because I need to see. I need to see. Was it the Falcons or was it him? I'm betting that it's just the history of the National Football League would tell you it's the Falcons. So if he just gets to Tennessee and just 14 touchdowns, then we clearly say it was the Falcons. So so that's what I got my fingers crossed for.
So I'd like to look at his splits before and after that news story came out when he lost his earrings in Lake Lanier, whenever that was, like 2 or 3 years ago. If he wasn't scoring touchdowns before that can't help.
No,
having that monkey on your back. But what are you gonna do? Sorry, go ahead, Soap. You had something.
Real quick about that, Tyler. Have you considered going down to Lake Lanier and helping a brother out?
I've never considered going to Lake Lanier.
Yeah, same.
Never once.
Wow. A year later, I thought your answer might have been different.
No, I don't know why you thought we can nip that in the bud. I've never once considered going to Lake Lanier.
Yeah.
I want that on the record.
Do you go to Falcons games?
I haven't been one in, I don't know, last time it's been a couple years, like even before the pandemic, but they are, I mean, if nothing else, seeing the stadium is worth going.
Do you get a free Mercedes-Benz with admission?
Well, the thing, if the Falcons win, I haven't been there when the Falcons win. So
when Julio scores a touchdown, everyone in the stand gets a Mercedes.
Everybody gets a G-Wagon, but here I am wagonless.
Do you get to stay in Kanye's room, or you get a different one?
No,
that was
he gets his own room. Nobody really wants to
that was strange.
Keep up after his bed sheets and stuff like that. So he does his own thing.
Donda Withers.
My goodness. I remember I was watching. I started rewatching Last Dance again because like I was flipping through Netflix and nothing else was on. Dude, that room Kanye stayed at looked almost identical to that room Mike and like that old guy played the quarters game. Just like all white, like cement wall.
That's probably the same,
a like trainer's bench.
Guard. Yeah. Waiting room. Tight beat.
Now I'm done. Go ahead, Sophie.
Tyler, I would like your honest reaction, your honest and candid reaction to the following. So I'm going to share my screen. I don't know if you've seen this video, but I think it's a candidate for top 5 moment on this show. Okay. So 1 second.
Girls Gone Wild.
Is it that woman rapping Eminem?
Dan doesn't know about that, but
oh god.
Is that what you showed last night on the fireside?
I wish nobody.
I came in right towards the end.
Oh really?
Like I left for 5 minutes. What the hell is this? It looks like it was like a carnival or like
okay, while I'm pulling up the video, I sent that with the intent of like I think people are going to be like, yeah, this is a stupid video, let's laugh.
Sure.
And everyone just kind of yelled at me.
It was a pic of everybody giving the middle finger to the dog. That was what happened.
Yeah. I will say I did forget all about that song and all about that album. That was on that Relapse album or whatever it's called. Like that weird. Are you talking about the Eminem video? The Eminem karaoke?
It was a girl doing the Real Slim Shady at a wedding, but she had remixed the lyrics.
Never mind. I definitely didn't see that. I checked back in when it was like a couple. They were doing karaoke like Eminem at like an amusement park or something.
Oh, that was
like 45 minutes in. It was right after Pizza Talk.
Prismere, I think.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was interesting. No, you'll have to send me that other one. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I got you. You don't want to see the other one. I'll send you the good one.
Did you watch the girl who covered Controller, Tyler?
I saw. I haven't watched it. I want to say I think I've seen her sing something before, so I know she's good.
Yeah, she's nasty. It's a good cover.
I haven't watched the Controller, the one you sent yet, but I do. Yeah, like I've like she's good.
All right, so yeah, here we go. Let's see.
Oh baby.
Let me know if you guys can hear this clearly.
That's fine.
I can't hardly hear it.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, I can see it, but I can't hear it.
Hold on, let's see.
Never ever gave up. That's what I remember as well. Yeah, he's one of a kind. You got more here.
Still low for both of you guys.
Yeah, I can't really hear it. I don't know if Dan.
Not really. I think I remember this. This is. Why don't you just walk us through it?
So basically, it was they were talking about the anniversary of Craig Sager's death, and in the middle of it, I think Kenny had said like, yeah, Craig was always really nice to me. Me and him shared a cube. He was on the other side of it, and he was the one who kind of motivated me to keep up with this job when I was considering going back to basketball for 1 or 2 more years because I physically thought that I still had it. And then the camera cuts to Shaq, and let me see if I can find like where he just starts cracking up. Him and Chuck both start cracking up because they're like, why the fuck would Kenny Smith ever have a cube anywhere? And this conversation probably like never happened. Basically them just like ragging on him as they usually do. Let's see it. I just want to see if I can find Shaq cracking up.
He's like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna go to play. He's like, you're really good at this. And at that point, I never thought I was good. I never thought I was actually good at something.
I get joke just cracking up.
Yeah. I just thought that was a stellar video. I'll tag you on Twitter and you can see it. But more importantly, what was the other thing? Where is it? One sec. Is this or is this not the worst pizza you have ever seen?
It doesn't look that good. I've seen worse though.
Really?
I see it looks it looks a little rushed.
Yeah.
It looks a little rushed, but
I don't like that.
I've seen worse. This is it's perfectly normal pie. Find a new slant.
Yeah. I don't like if you're looking at like between 5 and 6 o'clock, like that grease going up and over the crust.
Yep.
And under it. That's not a good
It's a rush job.
Yeah. It's a hack job if you ask me.
But the work, I can't in good faith say it's the worst.
Okay. I just feel like it looks so undercooked. It looks like like instead of medium or instead of like well done, someone's like, no, I'd like this rare, please. Like that looks barely cooked.
Did you eat it?
I did not. This is a picture that I found on Yelp when I was looking for pizza around.
I don't believe you. Dan, do you believe him?
Never. No, rarely.
Did you eat the pizza?
Certified capper. He ate it. It's like Michael Jordan. He ate the pizza.
He ate it all.
Nobody else ate the pizza. Mike ate the whole thing. That looks like the flu game pizza, actually. I bet that's what Mike opened up. No shit, no one else ate the pizza.
No, that looks like a Chuck E. Cheese, like Dave and Buster's, like bowling. It's one of those, like
bowling pizza.
Yeah, they're not putting a whole lot of care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respect.
Nah, it's like it's not the main. It's like a little bonus, value add.
Yeah,
you can bowl, and if you want pizza, we serve pizza.
You don't go to this place this is the movies pizza. If for any reason you should ever want an entire pizza at the movies. Have
you guys ever gotten like hot food at a movie theater?
I have, and I never will again.
Like chicken tenders, burgers, pizza.
It's got to be like a place that's like specifically for that, like the movie, like with the tables in front of it. I don't want just regular movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't want their rendition on the or whatever.
No,
but
I don't even
like the actual like food. Yeah, I'll do it there.
Okay, yeah.
You don't think AMC hires chefs to make their nachos?
I mean, how you supposed to chef and run the movie thing at do this the whole time while you cooking?
Yeah, that's a lot.
How's that supposed to work?
I mean, before the pandemic, when people were actually willing to work.
Oh boy, here we go.
You raise a good point.
Oh man, yeah, it's a tough look pizza. Let's do this. I think the other big news story I figured we'd get your 2 cents on. I'm sure you'll probably touch on this on your show this week. Any general takeaways from the Bishop Sycamore story game as of last week? Was that the weirdest? Did you happen to see it live? It was on like ESPN. I had it on in the background.
I saw the game on, and it was one of the. It was already like 50 to or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, man, this team stinks.
Yeah, I saw the Twitter clip as the game was going on of the announcers like, folks, we got to be honest. And in our research, we couldn't find a single player. We couldn't find a principal. We couldn't find a mailing address. We couldn't find a website. And that's when I was like,
this isn't okay.
I was like,
right.
Because again, they're like fake schools have like the school they played against, IMG. IMG is kind of a fake school. IMG is out of Florida. I don't know. Are y'all familiar with IMG?
No. I thought it was a computer.
A legit.
More or less.
Yeah, I thought it was like an MMG's sister school.
Yeah. Feeder school. Yeah. No, it's like a post grad. You do like one. I think Anthony Simons for the Blake. A few other athletes.
Oh, okay.
Have did it, but you graduate when you're done with high school, but not quite ready. So you go there for like a prep year.
Gotcha.
But they're not doing. What I'm saying? They're not taking a whole lot of classes and stuff there, and thus they're out of the state of Florida. And they can't play in the state of Florida because the state of Florida is like, you guys are not a real school. That's how they end up playing a sham school like Bishop Sycamore.
Man, that's
so
weird.
that part's wild to me. ESPN just getting hosed is wild to me. These like 22-year-old kids just getting waxed by 15-year-olds is wild. It's
very strange.
I've never heard or seen anything like it.
Cause like I was even like when I played football in high school in New Hampshire, like we had like printed programs that you could get. It had our name, our numbers, our height and weight, our grade. Like what else do you need? They didn't even have that. I feel like Pop Warner has like your name and your grade and your position.
Counterpoint, they didn't have any of that and got on ESPN.
Exactly. I feel like ESPN's really gotten away with. I don't understand how this has not been bigger repercussions.
I think it's one of those crazy. Like, if somebody streaks on a sporting field, they don't show it. They don't want to encourage it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they don't. I think this is one of those. If people realize how easy it is to probably create like a school website, a seal, whatever to get a team, like they'd be like, huh? Yeah. Okay, so I think if they don't, mum's the word. I feel like.
Yeah. My other thought wasn't it like the head coach had like active warrants out for his arrest?
Yes.
Wouldn't you not want to be on national television?
That's the last. I mean, prison was the last place I want to be, but the second
ESPN
place to that would probably be ESPN. So
that's what I don't like. Is that guy arrested now?
Yeah.
That's a huge crack in the case. Like I just picture the guy like calling his Sarge, hey, turn on channel 49.
Yeah, the guy in the boot, the guy in the headset. Is that the murderer? Look like him.
Yeah. Oh man. And I guess same theory. Like if you I guess it's like two double-edged sword, whatever. It's like if you're a fake school, I guess your goal is to get on ESPN. But also if you're a fake school, I feel like your goal would be to keep a low profile so you don't get busted for being a fake school.
Like if you were like a true scam, like if your heart's really in the game, your move is always the long con. Always. Yeah.
Okay.
Like getting your spot like blown up on ESPN is okay, you give people something to talk about, but your con is done. You want a long con forever. So rookies. Really just rookies.
Yeah. I mean, all that work to get smacked on live TV where none of those kids are going to get any sort of text message, phone, email about any sort of next level play. It's like
none of those young men, those grown men.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're like, we can't have you come to our school. Like, are you crazy? Like we can't have you on like Florida State campus. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, you older than a teacher.
Very strange. I know we haven't really talked about it much soap either, but that's I pretty much agree with Ty. I think those are the big ones. Just a very weird story. The documentary is going to be fire either way. Like whoever, I'm assuming ESPN 30 for 30 is probably not going to want to do it. So it'll probably be like Netflix.
It's got to be John Boyce or somebody. Like somebody like that's got to get a hold of that to do it some justice.
Yeah, Vice TV or something like that.
I was going to say Bill Simmons, but he probably doesn't even know that the story happened.
Nah, it'll hit him in a good 6 months.
He's still working on the 2017.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. 2013 draft. RIP Michael K. Williams. And then my daughter's going to come on and read her book report from over the summer live on the air. And then first a little Pearl Jam.
What was the coach's outstanding like arrest for or warrants?
I don't know. Do you know? It can't be that. I mean, imagine if it was like this
murder,
ongoing double homicide. Like no one else. It just wasn't a national story yet.
This is a bad guy. Like,
this is a bad man.
He's not number one on like the most wanted, but he's like 7th. Like he's up there.
Yeah, he's top 10. Top 10 bad guys.
Yeah.
If he still had his weapon on him during the game, would that be considered shotgun formation?
Oh boy.
Oh brother.
Jeez Louise. I'm sorry, Tyler. You had better.
Hey, I haven't seen the Daryl Blewett video in a while, so I had to.
Whose fault is that?
Louise.
Whose fault is that? You don't watch it every morning.
Yeah.
Don't put your mistakes on us.
I mean, I was going to say real quick, the other thing I thought, like, I want to go back and rewatch it now. Like, I haven't seen any, like, the game, the Bishop Sycamore game. Because none of it really, you know, if you didn't tell me, hey, these are like older guys, like this isn't a real team, you wouldn't think that watching it. Like I said, you just think, oh, this team kind of blows.
Yeah, they're just awful.
But then they had the video of like them coming out of the tunnel. doing like their pregame like warm-up speeches in the
It's just
locker
much
room.
funnier when it's like everybody in there is 26.
It's like, of course, this isn't a real. These aren't high school kids. They look like high school kids from like a TV show. Like, of course, these aren't real high school kids.
It was Disney, like
Jackson, right?
Like
It's like Zac Efron playing a 14-year-old when he's like 30. Like, of course, this isn't real. Of course, they got the brakes knocked off of them.
Did you guys see the video of like a couple of their actual highlights when they did lay a couple big hits on like the real high schoolers and they were celebrating over them? Like, and it's like, dude, you're 35. Like, you could have killed that kid.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a felony.
Yeah.
You want to play cards.
Big felonious.
Yeah, not great. Not great.
Tyler, you mentioned earlier that you have Clay Travis blocked. How did you get yourself blocked by Rob Parker?
Oh boy. Rob Parker.
I saw your tweet the other day and I was like, I need to know this.
That's a good question. It's one of those things. I don't know when, like, what the final straw was. I can only tell you, like, when I.
You've just been chipping away at the tree.
Yeah, when I can only notice after the tree fell down. I think it was something. I think I remember saying his nose looked like a bell pepper. I don't know if that was the one that got me out of there.
I can't help.
And I also, I think I called him a cornball brother after the whole like RG3 thing, and then he posted a picture in front of Magic City of him grinning like the Cheshire Cat. But I was blocked by then, so it was before then. Did
he have a big like problematic? I haven't really followed Rob Parker in a long time either. Did he have like some shitty
He used
stuff?
to be on. I don't know if it was Cole. It might have still been First Take, but he was like going back and forth with like Stephen A. Smith, one of those. He was like that guy for.
I know who he is. I just didn't know if he said like,
the
something.
thing that he was like when RG3 was on, he was like, is he like a cornball brother? Or is he like a real brother? Because it was like RG3 was. Remember, he was like, he votes Republican. He's married to a white woman. Is he a real brother or a corn? And I was just like, what? And that's the last, that's the last thing I remember from. And now he was on like Fox Sports 92.
Yeah, right.
Are you blocked by any other notable people? And the answer is yes. If so, whom?
Yeah.
If so, whom? And like, what were your transgressions?
Yeah. JFK's kids.
Listen, everyone in the Kennedy family, Rosemary, Ted the Third. No,
I know Tom and Marty Brenneman definitely do not see your tweets.
I feel like they fuck with the kid. Now see Sage Steele. I deserve that one.
Sage Steele. Oh man.
Hold on. What'd you say about Sage Steele?
Well, it was a time Sage Steele. It was a video of her and like Jalen Rose. I guess I don't want to call it flirting, but I don't know what to call it. And I implied some things that I shouldn't have. I'll wear that one. It was stupid of me. I deserve that block. Now, seeing like years after the fact, Sage Steele revealing her character, I don't feel that bad about it. Like I don't feel that bad about it.
It wasn't the one where she didn't know the rap reference and somehow Doug Collins did.
But I should have blocked her ass for that.
That was so uncomfortable.
LL Cool J blocked me. Bill Cosby blocked me.
He has Twitter.
Bill Cosby blocked Bill Cosby blocked me. Rosario Dawson.
Oh,
that sucks.
The list goes on and on.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a Hall of Fame list.
I don't want to brag or anything, but
so do you get like notification if someone blocks you, or you just notice when you go to check them?
Yeah, you just like, I'm like, hey, what's
Slick really up to?
Everybody's like, oh man, I see the new Rosario Dawson picture. I'm like, I didn't see it. You posted it where? Rosario Dawson blocked you. Damn.
Yeah, that's tough.
Okay.
Second time this week.
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. I could be blocked by people. I don't know if I am, but yeah, I recently discovered the block button probably like 6 months ago. It's nice. It's nice to like curate the timeline here and there. Yeah. It's like such a subtle, like, I guess it's like the most like FE you can do like on a like internet platform. It's like, I dislike you so much. Like, I don't want to accidentally see what you're up to. And I don't want you to see what I'm doing either.
That you ever have for the rest of your life. Yeah. I don't even want to accidentally see any passing thoughts that you may ever have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen the Sage Steele video where it was like 2012 or 2013 and they were coming back from commercial break, but it was about to be like the top of the hour, so they were going to be on the next Sports Center too. And dude, it's so fucking awkward. Dan and I talked about this recently. It's the other commentator is like, yeah, and on this hour it's going to be like scores from this game, and also like an interview with Julian Edelman, less flirting this time. And Sage Steele's like,
yeah,
what?
very weird.
I'll say
Very
this.
uncomfortable.
He was in the wrong there. I didn't see whatever interview he's referring to in a 10 seconds. I mean, in no situation like that, especially when you lie. But in that segue, him trying to slip that, he was in the wrong there. That was nasty work.
You know that she must have said something about him behind the scenes for him to be like, I'm waiting to get your ass while we're on TV.
There. He wanted to get his dig in, but yeah, he's in the wrong. She do it to herself. Nobody need to dig on Sage Steele. She do it to herself.
I upset of the year was learning that she's still on ESPN and Sports Center. I didn't know that until like 2 weeks ago.
Apparently so, man. I mean, salute, I guess. I don't know.
Well, did she do like something like problematic or cancelable? Like I haven't really followed most of these people.
I don't think she.
Not that I've seen.
She's very much. What about Chicago? She's just like that's just the kind of time she's on. So
yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
ESPN's
will
a
probably
weird
be
company.
safe at ESPN for a while. Is what
Let's transition to this real quick. So, as you know, Soapy and I are Boston Celtics fans of their basketball team. I know you are as well. So, what are some of your thoughts so far of Brad Stevens, GM, and some of the stuff Boston's done going into the year? Do you have them penciled in at least a 2 or 3 seed in the East, if not one?
I think they'll be the best team in Boston this year.
In basketball? Yeah.
I didn't say all that. I'm trying to so Fournier's out, Josh Richardson's in.
Yep. In an extended.
Thompson is out.
Yep. Robert Williams extended. Horford in.
That little short guy's out of here too.
Kemba's out.
Kemba's out.
I don't think you could have possibly known it at the time. But if you're Boston, and I ask you all as fans, if you know that if you know Kemba's willing to give up $20 million, would you rather just buy him out and keep the pick? I mean, not the 16th pick is not some great. Like if it's the second pick, then I feel like you say clearly but I feel like 16th is wait a minute now. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
It ain't 36 pick. It ain't nothing.
Well, I remember the other thing is a part of that original deal was getting what's his name from the Thunder, Moses Brown, right? Or Moses?
Yeah, the big kid. Yeah, the big kid, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's young, and at this time, someone put it. I liked how they put it. They're basically all right. Treat this kid as the 16th pick in the draft, which I was fine with. But then they let him go a month or so ago.
He went to Dallas, right? Was that the Josh? That's what they. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know he's not with Boston. He was with Boston for a couple weeks on just paperwork. But yeah, he's gone.
I like re-signing Marcus Smart, Schroeder, especially for what they got him for.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You can't not get him for that. I feel like I have the same issue. I don't trust y'all's big man situation. Horford, Robert Williams, and Grant Williams still there, I guess. He's there.
Unfortunately.
So, again,
he's employed.
For the 9th straight year, you don't have a center taller than 6'5". So
wow. Ennis Cantor slander.
Yeah,
listen, he's a baby boy. You know how that goes, but
yeah.
Is he gonna get the clock? Is he gonna get burned?
Probably not.
No,
that's what I'm saying. So
he might be a healthy scratch here and there.
Yeah. But I like re-signing Robert Williams. I feel like they got him at a decent number. I feel like they got Smart at a decent number. I think they just got
tough.
I mean, health. If they just get somewhat healthy, I think they'll take just a step forward by default. But I don't. I as of right now, I couldn't put them in the A tier.
Oh
Bucks,
no, God no! I was kidding.
Nets, Sixers.
I think they'll probably be the 7th seed again, like last year. Maybe 5, 6, 7, something around there. Because other teams got good. Chicago got good. I'm trying to think of who's out and who's in. Who was the 8th seed last year?
Now.
Charlotte. That's what I mean. Somebody has to come out. Chicago should be in, meaning someone has to come out.
Well, that's
the Wizards will be out.
Okay. Well, the AC, whatever.
Probably,
the AC is just.
I don't know which way the Raptors are going, but I figure they'll be healthy. They're playing.
They'll be better.
They'll be back in the mix. Chicago's going to be back in the mix.
Yep. And then even the surprise teams last year stayed good. Atlanta will still be good, if not better. New York should still be good, if not better.
Knicks will still be good.
You know what I mean? Philly's going to be different, but still good.
I feel like the goal should be if you all can get just out of the play-in. I feel like that would be my goal. Like even if it's
in a fucking play-in,
even if it's 6 seed, right? Like you don't want to see any one of the whoever is one of the top 3 seeds, but if you can make it out of the play-in, that would feel like a win to me.
Yeah, we'd raise a banner for sure. Banner 17.5. If they
who would y'all want? Like, say you were the 6th seed of the top 3. Who would you most want to see? Is there anybody like Nets? Is it still Sixers?
Sixers for sure. If you're talking Nets, Bucks, Sixers.
I was gonna say, I feel like Bucks. I don't
Bucks,
think
no chance. Chris Middleton's gonna go 45 a night.
Yeah, it's like I think they're way too big for y'all, and then Middleton doesn't miss.
Afraid not.
I don't think y'all could be, but I do think the Nets is some. I feel like y'all are pretty well matched up for them. They just have Kevin Durant and James Harden and Kyrie.
Correct. Yeah, if Nets are healthy, I don't know. I still think. I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you think the Nets do last year with Kyrie? If they had Kyrie in the playoffs and Harden, like they had their big 3 solidified.
If they were fully healthy the entire playoffs,
yeah, is that the chance?
I think they win the championship. Honestly,
yeah, I agree.
As close as the margin was in Game 7, and then seeing the Bucks go on to win the championship, sure. I don't think it's crazy to say I think the Nets probably would have won the championship.
I think that's the other thing we've kind of quickly forgot about. Like, I think the Bucks, Giannis had a great finals run, like the actual finals with Phoenix, but the Nets were what? Like the jokes were like what? Like a couple inches of like KD's shoes away from winning that game, winning that series.
Like they had KD. I think Harden came back for 6 and 7, maybe 5, 6 and 7, but he couldn't shoot. Like he did nothing. He was not a factor.
Correct.
And they still took that to 7. So if you say if they have either a healthy Harden or a healthy Kyrie, nonetheless, both of them.
Good point.
They probably they get through that series. The Hawks, it's just not a good matchup for the Nets. That would have been 5 max. And if they get there against the Suns, 5, like it just doesn't feel like a good matchup again. Like I don't know if there is a good matchup for the Nets, but the Suns in particular, it's like what is Ayton doing in the Nets series?
Right. I forgot about that. That was only the divisional round, right?
Yeah.
That Bucks series.
Yeah, that was round 2.
Round 2. So, yeah.
But also, I would say y'all probably want to see the Sixers the most quiet as it's kept. They haven't been to the conference finals, man.
It's not quietly kept around here. I do not see what all the buzz has been about since 2017.
Iteration of the I guess who would scare you that they trade Simmons for? Dame,
That's the thing. I don't even know what's a realistic move anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? Like the Golden State Warriors offers are crazy. So I don't think. I think the biggest. I think it's tough to say because the biggest asset's probably going to be picks, right? Like they're not. I don't think they're going to get this crazy player that's going to come in and change the league.
What do they
change the conference? That's what I mean. Like I don't know what the deal is going to be. That's why I don't know if like you're 100% like Ben Simmons is being traded.
I've said it since.
I still think that's a possibility. Like they just can't Rich Paul. They just can't figure something out. Like what happens then?
I think he starts the season there. I don't think he ends the season there.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's going to come down to because I think we're going to see and hear. I've already started hearing it's like, hey, they'll be uncomfortable. If Ben Simmons, he signed for 4 more years, and it's like, okay, one, if he just keeps not showing up, or 2, if he shows up and does the James Harden, Potbelly doesn't try for 10 games, and the fans just, if he's willing to go that far, you'll have to, he's going to force your hand. So I think he starts the year there. I do not think he ends the year there.
That could get ugly. But for a competitive team, it's like, how long can you afford to have that Ben Simmons on the team?
I think that's Ben Simmons' leverage, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
That's the Ben Simmons, like, hey, you guys, like, we're a championship contender right now.
Oh, yeah.
But to win the championship, you either need me or whatever you trade me for.
Yeah.
If I don't show up, or if I show up and play terrible, you have neither of those things. Like, you can't afford to do that. So that's your incentive to get me where I want to get me out of here.
It's me or Andrew Wiggins. Make your choice.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
One of us must go. I think the wildest thing, anytime Ben Simmons wants to go somewhere, that's not new. When's the last time we heard an all-star say that they want to go somewhere, but we didn't hear what teams?
Yeah, right. And
I feel like
4
AD
years left on a contract. That's still the craziest part to me. Like I just signed a great deal, and not only do I'm forcing a trade, I'm going to tell you where I'm not going either. So
yeah,
get the pens and paper and figure this out.
Yeah, and that's the whole. I mean, I think it's who's gonna blink first, and I feel like I've seen it set like, well, he's got 4 years under contract, and it just all goes to how uncomfortable is Ben Simmons willing to make this?
Yeah,
like Ben Simmons, the guy that basically said fuck school while he was in college and quit the team like middle. I think he's willing to make I don't think Ben Simmons is worried about team chemistry.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know. I just can't see any way he ends the season there. I just don't see it.
God, no. I mean, he's going to come in and he's going to be like, listen, like, I'm unhappy. I'm refusing to shoot threes. If I have layups, I'm just going to pass the ball. And you guys are going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, and I'm
going to shoot with the wrong hand. And
I mean, he already
until I get traded.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm going to shoot with the correct hand. And it's just you're not going to know what to do. But I don't know if you've seen my gym workouts on Twitter.
If he comes in and goes the other, what if he comes in and starts like the first 10 games and he's just going crazy though?
Yeah, just cooking.
But he's like, look, I still want to be traded though.
Yeah. I hate it here. But
yeah, it's I'm still very much unhappy. But it's like, hey, Ben, 20, 10, 10.
Yeah.
He's taking a couple threes a game. He's getting to, they're like, he's just cooking. He's exactly what they need now. But he's like, oh no, I still want to be out of here.
Yeah.
Then what they do?
I can picture him hitting like an and 1-3. And like his teammates going to help him off the court, and he just flips him off.
Yeah, he just stays on the ground. I'm good.
No thanks. He asked for the other team to come help him up,
right?
And slips him his business card in the process.
Rich Paul rushes onto the court to help him up.
Rich Paul and Adele, yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? I think it was. I don't know if it was you, Tyler. Someone else listening. Were you talking with Wody about? I think you were on the latest one. You were talking about Nerlens Noel, right? And that whole situation with Rich Paul.
Yeah,
I had a analogy I thought is just the Rich Paul and like his clients. It reminds me of a lot because I know you watch Entourage. It reminds me a lot of like Ari Gold and Vinny Chase, as in like Rich Paul and LeBron, where it's like the whole show you knew Ari had other clients. Right. But they were just never, you knew they were like, Ari would get on a plane and like fly to the islands to like get him back for an audition. But you know, he has other clients. They're just so beyond irrelevant.
Like, you got Draymond and Tristan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Cabo with LeBron.
Right.
No, I
don't know who Johnny Drama is on like Clutch, but it's, I don't know. Anthony Davis or Ben Simmons or someone.
James Jones.
Yeah. It's a very weird company.
I can see it though. I see the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, Tristan Thompson's been in a car accident. Yeah, cool. Like I'm in Cannes with I'm in Cannes with LeBron.
Yeah, I'll call you.
I'm in Cannes with Vinny.
I'm trying to get LeBron his first edition Godfather novel overnight air for the game tomorrow. Yeah, very, very weird because it's like I think you guys said this too. It's like I think like just being on Clutch now is like it's just for clout. Like you're not going to get the best service. Like he's not going to take your call at 2 a.m. or like you know what I mean. Like more real. Like ask Nerlens Noel. Like this guy's trying to just make a living.
He get guys paid though.
Yeah.
Like if he's like, listen, there's a lot of guys that's not going to take your call at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And a lot of them guys are not going to get you paid. I can get you paid.
That's true. Eventually, I will get you paid.
You call somebody else, but you want 60 million? I can get you 60 million.
Yep.
Unless you're Nerlens Noel, I can't get you 60 million. But
yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Because I think we talked about this before. So he has football guys too, right? Clutch has like outside of the NBA.
I think he does.
Am I thinking of something? Maybe I was thinking of Jay-Z's
I think he just started like recently expanded.
Yeah.
I believe you're right.
I think he has some bigger football names too, which I can't imagine what kind of service those guys are getting, especially like during the NBA season, aka NFL free agency. Yeah. Right.
Rich Paul picks up Alexander Ovechkin and he gets as much attention as like Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Alvin Kamara. Yeah.
Does he get more commission off that Caldwell Pope? Man, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Actually, you mentioned you have a fantasy draft later. Do you have your top 30 running backs ready to go?
Man, it
Rounds
is
1 through 30.
The way I justify it's like I can draft it because I'm not paying for them, right?
Yeah.
I'm not paying
yes,
these
that's
running
fair.
back. I've never...
You're just rendering services.
I won't draft him in the first round, but I mean, unless it's like if I get like the first pick, I probably will. But I don't have to pay him. This is what I want clear. I will not pay them.
Oh man,
but
sad
I got a top 30 to top 52 running backs sortable
nice.
list.
Yeah, practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Handcuffing guys. Respect that.
Just in case.
Jam's gonna catch the hands this year from you in fantasy football.
Oh, boy.
Oh wait, Jam doesn't even really like football, right?
Jam has never heard of football. He's never he know about the Patriots, which I feel like it's the way to be. Like
Great
if you
way
don't
to
follow football, but the team in your city is the one that's won like a lot of that feels like a good way to be.
Yeah,
So
that's like half our fan base.
I think he's got to figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Talking about clutch, how annoying is LeBron going to be this season between the fucking super washed campaign and him being left off that list that was created by God knows who?
LeBron, Rich Paul.
Yeah, that's what I think is that they are the ones that are like anytime that there's a leak in a story or like LeBron's being looked over, it's like, oh, Rich Paul probably fucking told ESPN to say that or some shit like that.
Yeah. This is Paul Rich calling into ESPN.
Whoever make the meme, Shannon Sharp is like, man, who put me butt naked in front of judging the Miss America contest? Who did this, fam? It's like you did it, Shannon Sharp. Yeah, that's how I think LeBron's memes are.
Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be tough. I'm curious how long this was last year the first year of Wash King, or is this year 2?
I feel like this might be year 3.
I think it's more than that.
I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like he's been on Wash King since
LA, right? Or was it even before?
I feel like
LA?
going into maybe year 2.
So this is year 3 in LA, right?
Yeah. So
he's triple Wash.
I feel like it was the end of Cleveland, honestly.
Maybe.
It might, because it does feel like it's been going on for a while. Maybe because it's ridiculous to even be going on, but here we are.
Man, it's tough because it's like going back to Last Dance. It's almost like he saw Last Dance and saw like Michael, those narratives like making stuff up to keep himself motivated, and he's like, "Oh, I can do that. I'm just gonna start calling myself washed," and people are definitely gonna buy into this. But people really did buy into that.
Yeah, you couldn't prove it when Jordan was doing it though. It's all kind of lies. Shaq got away with that. Y'all know the David Robinson and Shaq lie?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
It's Shaq. So Shaq grew up in somewhere in San Antonio somewhere. He told a story that when he was like 13, he met David Robinson. And David, he's the big top dog center, and he's Christian and so nice. And he said David Robinson, like, he snubbed me for an autograph, just wouldn't give me the autograph. And then like 15 years later, he's like, yeah, I made the entire thing up. And everyone's like, we know David Robinson's like the nicest guy in the world. We know. Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
Known dickhead David Robinson snubbed 12-year-old Shaq, who was probably 6'10", or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, eye level with David Robinson.
Like, I made it all up. Yeah, we know Shaq.
Yeah, David Robinson threw my ice cream cone on the ground when I was 13 years old.
Known meaning. David Robinson
threw a pie in my face.
That's why they called him the Admiral.
Soprano. Yeah,
because he was frequently torpedoing, kids' dreams.
Wedgies, all that. He's just a bad guy.
Oh man! Speaking of pie in the face, I saw you tweeting about the Junior Soprano. That's an all-time fire name alert. No, Corrado Soprano.
Corrado Soprano.
That's a cool
Uncle Junior is a great nickname, but Corrado
great
Soprano
nickname. Yeah, Corrado Moore. If I have another son, Corrado Morris is definitely
Corrado's
up there,
tremendous
for sure. Have you considered getting back into Sopranos or no?
Man, I'm thinking about it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
it is terrible. It's good, but I never realized how terrible it was till people like started tweeting about how terrible it was.
I tapped out when he passed out when he saw Uncle.
Oh, that's such a bad look.
It's the worst look. But recently, everybody just laughing at the whole episode where they're just getting on Uncle Junior for going down south, down Mexico way.
My goodness, dude, put him in a body bag.
Just hilarious. Just I don't know. Like he was gonna kill people over that, man. Like people was gonna lose their life. Because
they had formal sit downs of the 5 families. Like, do we need to literally murder this man for what he did?
Because Uncle Junior was pleasing a woman that he loved, man. This shit was about to ruin the Jersey crime scene.
That's the thing. They had to get like fake passports. They had to go down like a private island just to, just to get after it a little bit.
Love on his woman, man. It was really bad business,
dude. Meanwhile, Ric Flair just does that out in the open on the fucking A train.
Yeah, he doing it on. Corrado could take a lesson from Rick.
Oh man,
that was.
Go ahead, my bad.
I was just about to say that it was funny because those two things kind of happened at the same time. Where Twitter was getting on Uncle June, and then that was the same time that the not Ric Flair picture came out,
which was definitely
Dick Snare.
Ric Flair. Definitely.
It's weird how that stuff goes viral because like most of the time, I don't think that was like a big account who first tweeted. Did you start that or did you retweet someone else who was talking about
big
it?
by the time
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I think it was just like regular people just tweet funny shit, and if the right person sees it, like you're in for a day or like a weekend. Like just get like.
That's really
how it goes
like the
around.
funniest. The best thread I saw this weekend was talking about like what it's like to live in the same city as a superhero.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah,
the guy that started that thread had like 800 followers, and that's one of the best threads I've seen in months. So it really, you'll look and see 165,000 retweets, 26 followers.
Yep, I've thought about that before because I work in insurance, and I always think like these casual like subplot, like the smallest scene in a like an Avengers movie. They're doing billions of dollars of damage, like just in like a regular town, probably hundreds of thousands of people dead. And it's just, all right, like, let's go back and go back and meet up with Samuel L. Jackson and figure out what planet we're gonna invade.
And Nick Fury gonna get to the bottom of this.
Oh, that is a tough look. I've always said that too. Like I think we talked about the Soapy, like living in like what's Batman? Gotham City. Like just fucking move. This is a terrible place to live. You have a like insane asylum with no security, and like the 6 baddest people in the world all happen to live in Gotham City. Like just move to like just move.
Listen, and the first worst baddest person is the one supposed to be protecting y'all, man. You gotta get out of there. He the one that's gonna break your arm for using the Starbucks Wi-Fi when you're not at Starbucks.
and your biggest rival is a literal lunatic.
Crazy.
All his rivals are either mentally ill or trying to save the environment.
Right. That's true.
That's all his rivals.
That was I think it was
ill and tree hug.
I think that was like Dragonfly or LeJethro was time like started that one too. It's like Batman is just like a rich white guy who practices martial arts and just like has a vendetta against the mentally ill.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah, exactly.
Elon Musk, any rich white guy with too much time and money on their hand.
It's gonna happen, I think. Yeah. I think we're gonna get a real we're gonna get a Batman type superhero someday. Vigilante rather. It's gonna be Mark Cuban.
It's gonna happen like one time. It's like Elon Musk was killed last night when he tried. For some reason, he tried to thwart a bank robbery. It did not go well.
I was gonna say
crossing the street to save a bank robbery.
He would definitely think that he could. He would definitely think that he could just like fly around, getting into fights with criminals.
Yeah,
in whatever fucking suit that he built.
Nah, his would be he get there, he saved the crime, but the autonomous car crashes on the way out, and he dies in the car crash. That's how he.
And then that's the American history of superheroes in real life, one and done. No, it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be like Joe Rogan. Like he just talks about martial arts so much. Eventually, it's like I need a new challenge. I need to put the anti-vax rhetoric on the back burner and go fight some crime.
Oh my god! I got horse dewormer running through my veins, man. I'm ready to take on the street.
Actually, no, dude. Real quick, funny. No, it sucks. So I was away last week for a work trip, and I was talking to like another like guy in my company, and he lives in Tennessee. He had tickets to that Chappelle and Joe Rogan show on Friday, and I swear to God, he's like, man, we just got this notification, like. Now they're hinting at having to show like a negative test, like to get into the building. And he's like, I swear to God, the money I dropped on these Dave Chappelle tickets, if this gets ruined somehow, I'm gonna be livid. He's like an old white guy. He's like, I'm gonna be furious. And then literally I landed, got home, and the next day was when Rogan comes on and has his little video. And I was like, wow. But my buddy from Tennessee is livid, to his own words.
Yeah, I know them tickets wouldn't cheat.
Hell no. He said he had like third row or something, which is like just big. We're all big Chappelle fans here. Like, say that's a ticket I would buy. Like, I can bypass Joe Rogan to go see Chappelle. Like, it's worth it. I can like hear him out of the other side of my whatever. But if he's the one who ruins it, I'm just like, I'm no way. Like this guy, if he wasn't already dead to me, this guy is dead to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe that horse dewormer will kill him soon.
Maybe. I don't know. You never know.
I was saying this on Twitter that Joe Rogan has had white people eating bull testicles since like 2001 on TV. And for some reason, people think that he's a voice of reason. And I don't know. Like I get listening to someone if you think that the people that they're going to interview are interesting enough to listen to. I can at least understand that. But I've never found him to be a compelling person. He just seems like Yeah, he also is just like, if Joe Rogan went to high school with you, you would definitely hate him, no matter if it's like 2021 Joe Rogan or 2001 Joe Rogan. Like, he was a dick back then. He was. I've always found him annoying.
Joe Rogan, dog. You never met nobody nice named Joe Rogan with a name like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, very weird. He's got a weird resume. Very weird career.
And all of a sudden, just popped up on like the UFC stuff.
What'd you say?
I was just saying, like, I had no idea of his background with MMA. So when I first saw him pop up on UFC, I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? The Fear Factor guy?
He was pretty early.
He just likes UFC.
Yeah.
He's a UFC fan.
Yeah.
And I think he probably just made buddies with Dana White.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess just like kept talking himself into bigger roles with UFC. But
him and Dana White are like just,
I think
they're just brothers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couple of weird looking guys. I hope I never looked like that.
Couple of cool guys, yeah.
Yeah. Bald in my 50s, like roided out of my mind.
How'd you be?
Covered in tats. Yeah. Doing Instagram kettlebell workouts in the morning. I might just chug horse to warmer, even like if this whole thing's over at the time or whatever it is. I saw one. I think this story got debunked, but it's not funny. It's sad. I don't know if you saw it. It was like, I think it was like Oklahoma or something. It's like we can't get like these shooting victims in the hospital because our beds are overflowing with people like drinking or not, whatever, like taking like horse dewormer. And it's like, that's not great. That's like, not good at all.
How is this? You said the same way you walk in there, you could be holding your head in your hand. You say, what insurance you got? I don't have any. They're going to say, you sit right there.
Right.
How does this not like, what are you here for? You drunk horse dewormer? Sit right there.
Yeah. It's
like,
triaging.
Yeah. Like we'll get to you.
Yeah.
But it's some people that you did this on purpose.
Right.
You sit over there.
Yeah.
Seabiscuit, and we'll get to you. Like we got car crash victims and heart attacks and strokes and serious stuff. You just wait your stupid ass over there.
Yeah, I had to take a much needed vacation from Facebook app for a while. I've just seen too many profile pictures with like the little covers like I have an immune system or like I don't know. My body, my choice, whatever the fuck that means anymore in 2021. Apparently that's a very controversial statement.
You are an asshole.
Yeah, not a great look. I hope I'm never that person too. There's just so many bad people.
Yeah, don't be that.
I hope I never turn into.
Don't be that guy.
Anyway.
Tyler, you said if you're a mansplainer, you're a bad guy. Is that what you said?
If you're a man, if you're a mansplainer, but if you a man saying that, my body, my choice.
Yeah.
You co-opted the cause, man. That's stolen valor. That ain't for you.
Yeah, that's a tough one. We'll get you out here in a little bit. Anything else before we get rolling? I can go draft his 10 running backs.
I did have a question. So there's a tweet that I don't know if I want to ask this because it could be problematic, but we've run problematic jokes by Tyler before. So here we go again. All right, so Tyler, I saw you retweeted.
Oh boy, put the heat on me.
Yeah. So Tyler, you were on the record saying, "My body, my choice."
How do you feel about the flag capital of the world?
No, I think this.
Faith, no.
I think this crossed my timeline because you liked it or retweeted it, and it was about Dick Assman, Richard Arthur Dick Assman. Okay, so it said Richard Arthur Dick Assman was a Canadian gas station employee whose name propelled him to celebrity status for 4 months in 1995. And then I quote tweeted it, and I have this in my drafts because I was like, I don't have many followers, but if the wrong person sees this, they're going to really hate me. So he went viral just for his name in 1995, which I find crazy.
Which is cap. Also, there was no such thing as viral in 1995. I was there.
Exactly. Like how in 1995 do you get famous for 4 months?
Al Roker's talking about. What do you mean? Viral?
Yeah. What's viral in 1995?
Yeah, I need some context there, but
so
network news.
Yeah, that's the basis for this. Oh, man, I feel bad saying this.
It's gonna be bad.
Maybe you should.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Jeez, Louise, that
don't cancel yourself.
No, I don't think that you guys would be offended, but other people might.
Correct. That's what I'm
That's the point. That's
got some new sponsors on the show. My goodness.
No, I don't think you got only the Italians.
All right, Bill O'Reilly, go ahead.
Yeah, what you got, Adolf?
Okay, you guys asked for it. I said the quote tweet. You could go viral for this in 1995. Timothy McVeigh ain't have to do all that.
Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, I don't think that's like even.
You're being serious when you say too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon. Too soon.
I know you're being sarcastic.
He blew up a nursery, man.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a business building.
Yeah. What do you think was in the business building?
Yeah.
The offices?
Insurance company?
Yeah. Who working there? Adults. What do adults have? Kids. Yeah. Where do they put kids? In daycare at the office building.
Okay, I didn't know that.
See, that's why you leave it.
Forbid you do your research. You don't have research on the vaccine.
Okay, that tweet will not go out.
Let me ask you this, Tyler. Have you followed Hard Knocks at all? This season.
I've watched.
Or even in general.
I think I'm on episode 3. I'm watching it when I'm on
episode 3 too.
So I'm watching it when I So I think I'm on episode 3.
I feel like it used to be good. No. Like I used to get excited for Hard Knocks every year. I feel like it's stunk. Ever since like Rex Ryan.
Hard to. We know who has a personality now. It's too like back then. You were like, oh, Chad Johnson's funny. Oh,
right.
Like you were surprised to find. Now we like
Marvin Lewis is a terrible coach.
Zeke Elliott's a character. Like we know that already. So
and Danucci,
the Danucci man. Yeah. It's just like they try to make the backup quarterback into a character. That's always a thing. Like the fringe backup guys, I think it's just, I don't know. It's just sad now. Like the more time they give these guys that don't, it's just
you watch people lose their dream on live television.
Yeah, it's not
like oof.
I don't know. Cool. Early on, I don't know if things changed or just the way they did it. I feel like they didn't do as much time on the guy. Like you saw them on the field, right? You see a guy, he's 6th string wide receiver. He's trying to catch punts and work kickoff and all that. But now they're like, okay, yeah, now you go meet his family. You're going to find out actually his family came over from Mexico. None of the family speaks English. Like, it's like, God, now I'm attached to this guy, man. Why are y'all doing this to me?
Yeah. It's ESPN draft night all over again.
Right.
More or less.
Or the dude whose mother was from somewhere in Africa. It was like the first time she had ever seen him in person. She's just grinning.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, bro, y'all going to cut this man at the end of the next episode. Why are y'all doing this to me?
Well, I remember I didn't know DeAndre Hopkins' mother was blind until like that E60 came out like a few years ago. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, so I say all that to say this. I think the only silver lining from this season, Jerry Jones, I think is always going to be entertaining to watch on television.
Yeah, Jerry,
he's Looney Tunes.
He's the star of the show. He's
for sure.
He's the star of the show, and he knows he's the star of the show.
So I'll ask you, I guess, like your opinion. Soapy and I, we were gonna like dive into it every week, and then like this just isn't happening. But anyway, we watched the first episode, and we each had like one major takeaway that, in hindsight, is probably a very small part of the episode. Did you notice? And maybe you've talked about this too, but did you notice the scene when Jerry Jones was on the phone? He was eating like a sausage and egg sandwich, and he was just dousing it in his own salt.
I think they were saying it was a McGriddle, which makes it even more troubling.
Very.
Like
we went on a whole tangent.
That does not need salt.
He was putting it on both sides, man.
And what I said is you didn't see, they cut to the next scene mid like pouring salt on. He could have gone on for hours.
Still putting salt on that McGriddle.
That's what we said.
Yeah, I did because it's like he's
crazy.
He's like flipping it over. Like, I don't know. It's not a whole lot of foods that would need that much salt. Nonetheless, a McGriddle.
Nah, McGriddle is. Are you a fan of the McGriddle? The sandwich?
I am.
Very underrated fast food.
Big fan.
Item. Great invention. Shout out McDonald's. No free ads, but check them out if you have one around. Very good place.
They do what need to be done.
Yeah, that has to be the best breakfast sandwich, right? Across any sort of, I would say, fast food.
I don't know. Do y'all have Hardee's up there, or I guess Carl Jr.'s some places?
Maybe in like Mass.
Heard of them, but I don't think that we do.
Okay, it's Hardee's this way. Hardee's has always had an elite breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
They just recently came out with a breakfast chicken biscuit that is out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Like their thing is their like buttermilk made from scratch. Like their biscuits are always on point for whatever sandwich you get. If you just want to get biscuits and gravy, whatever. And then they put like it's a it's like a nice size like chicken fillet on it for the breakfast, and it is the real dish. I've had it twice, so not like clearly not. I've had the McGriddles thousands, tens of thousands of times. So I'm not up there with it volume yet, but 2 for 2. So if I guess it's y'all don't have
efficient.
One by you, but if anybody's listening, you have a Hardee's by you, check that chicken. It is worth your time.
Right. No one's listening, but yeah.
Well, I mean, no free ads also, but there were free ads.
The McGriddle is just like pancakes, more or less, right? Like pancake sandwich.
Soaked in syrup.
Yeah.
That's why the salt doesn't belong, because I would have understood if he was like, yeah, exactly. If he threw on more syrup, I actually would have understood more than salt, because that's like what does he put salt in his fucking ice cream too? Like those two just don't mix.
Well, Soapy was saying Soapy thought it was Coke, which I think is a really good idea. Very, very subtle.
Fentanyl.
Just blue meth from Breaking Bad.
Special K. Nothing Jerry Jones sprinkled on his breakfast sandwich would surprise me.
Or could be good for him. He's got to be pushing 80.
Or could possibly.
He's been under more stress than anyone for the last 30 years trying to get his team to the playoffs.
He'll still outlive us all.
Oh, real quick. Were you surprised by Jerry Jones being pro-vax?
Nah.
Verbally pro-vax? I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird. He was not the guy I expected to come out and
you just
go off on it.
It's all where the money is going. That's really where it's coming down. His best interest is to keep the money going. However he feel or don't feel about it. You can't tell me the man to just put salt on his McGriddle is concerned about what goes into his body.
I was gonna say, I forgot you were a big pharma guy yourself.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
He wants asses in those seats. To get asses in those seats, he
did last year.
So that don't surprise me.
He put asses in the seats last year. We're talking about that last year. I swear those games looked sold out.
He's gonna
in
put
like
physically
February,
as many as
November.
he can in there.
Yeah.
It still boggles my mind that Jerry Jones does post-game press conferences. Like, dude, imagine the Lakers have a big mid-season win, and then or like Jeannie Buss does a post-game presser. What the fuck?
It's why he keeps himself as because they don't technically have a general manager.
Oh, right.
That's how I think that's how you shoehorn your way into it, right? He's not talking as the owner. He's talking as I'm not executive Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
I'm GM Jerry Jones.
Strictly GM. I think Steinbrenner used to do a number of like press too.
Yeah.
Like the Yankees.
No.
I got this one, Derek. Yeah.
The owner George is over there. This is GS.
While Brian Cashman just watches from the side.
Yeah, just sit over there like
fuck me, right? Yeah. Oh man. Were you any thoughts on some of the college stadiums over the weekend?
I'm trying. I mean, like Virginia Tech's got I think they got the best tradition. Like
that was pretty cool.
Like the lights going out and playing the Metallica. That's a good one.
I didn't picture him being that full. I guess I guess it is what it is. Like it's August 2021, but it was weird to see compared. It was like night and day, obviously, from last year. I thought they might ease into it. 20,000, 30,000. Like, nah, 100.
Some states, like Oklahoma, which I'm guessing they played at Oklahoma, their stands weren't all the way full, which it being Oklahoma football, I can only guess it's because
of course
they had a restriction, right? So of course because I watched like Kentucky, just about every other game I watched, it was shoulder to shoulder. So
for sure. Yeah.
I'll say that I bet by the end of the season, Oklahoma games, they're not gonna have them restrictions. They gonna see everybody else selling these seats, getting this money.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in on that too.
Yeah, boomer sooner. Let's go.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't think I saw any. Well, I didn't really pay attention to any of the college football, but I don't think I saw a video of West Virginia. But they have a great tradition too, with the whole stadium sings "Country Road, Take Me Home" by John Denver, which I don't really like that type of music, but like when you hear 100,000 people singing it, it's pretty lit.
If you've got like a song that everybody sings, that's always a good touch too.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, even if nobody likes the song, it doesn't matter. It's not about that. So if 100,000 people or 50,000 whatever are singing it, it's probably gonna look cool.
Hold on, when you came to Fenway for the Red Sox game, because you've only been there once, right?
I've been there one time.
Did you partake in Sweet Caroline during I think it's the 8th inning?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where I was during the 8th inning. I might have still been I might have still been like acquiring pizza. I might have still. So Just
Get
being
a lead off
completely
second.
honest, yeah. I don't remember where I was for Sweet Caroline.
We know you were
or deny.
We know you were romancing the local Bostonian women.
I don't know what you're
Boy,
talking
not
about.
those respectable women.
No, I
Jesus,
would
please.
never.
Disrespectful women.
That's exactly right.
All right.
I got one final question.
Go ahead. We gotta let Tyler get out of here.
Final question, Tyler. How did you get convinced to watch Black Mirror? Because you don't watch TV. And number two, what was your favorite episode?
Oh man. I think, well, to be fair, when Black Mirror came out, I think I was still watching TV. Like I think I was still taking recommendations. I was still, doing things normal people do. Now I'm off there.
Sure.
But I've seen every episode except for, was Miley Cyrus in one, or was that like a Miley Cyrus like imitation?
No,
There's a Miley Cyrus movie, right? Bandersnatch? Or was she not in that?
No,
I think she was in an episode.
Bandersnatch.
Maybe, but I know
they did like a mock.
I thought it was her. I thought it was her.
May have been, because that
was the newest season. That was an episode.
That's the only
one
I didn't see. Haven't seen. Yeah, I've seen every other one. My favorite. It's some really good ones
for sure.
I'm trying to name some of them, man. It's been so long since I've watched Black.
Well, I think the biggest ones. I'm trying to think.
White Christmas.
White Christmas with John Hamm was a big one. That was good. San Junipero, I like. That was when they go back in like the 80s.
I didn't dislike that one, but I saw like a lot of people saying like that was their favorite. It wasn't one of my favorite.
I really like that one. What else did we talk? We fucking talked about this.
My favorite is Crocodile. I don't know if you remember that one, Tyler, but it's the one where girl gets into she's a passenger and the driver gets into an accident. They cover it up, and years later the girl becomes like rich and famous.
That was a good one.
That was a fire episode, and also the song that's used in that, Dan and I talked about this, is used in 3 other episodes. It's like a random ass Easter egg.
They do a lot of that. I do like that about Netflix.
I like the space one too. The spaceship one.
Oh, the USS,
pretty dope. USS McAllister, Kevin McAllister.
The entire history of you. I'm looking at the list of
really good.
You could see
Yep.
Her memories. That was some cold shit.
The one with the girl from Black Panther. I think it was called like Black Museum or something.
Yeah.
That one was fire. That was good.
I'm looking right now. No,
but I think you're right. Like, there's probably a handful of good ones each season, but the good ones are sick. Like, they're very good.
Yeah. Oh, Shut Up and Dance. Shut Up and Dance was a good one.
Oh yeah. Which one was that? Oh, the one with the kid.
Yeah, you see the kid.
That one's fucked up.
Keep doing the task.
Yeah.
You don't know why he's. That was a good one.
That one was really, really troubling.
I didn't like Men Against Fire either. If you remember that was the one where they were like, it like turns. It was like the war one that turns them into roaches. I didn't. I get it, but I
some of them are a little too weird. Honestly, like I like the ones that are like not too sci-fi. Like you know what I mean? Just like weird shit happens like normal people.
Playtest
was sick. That was scary. That was the one with like the guy who went in like the virtual reality video game, like a haunted house.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good.
That was did y'all watch? Did y'all do Bandersnatch? Like the one? It was the like
movie. I don't think I did actually. Like the full length movie. No, is it good?
Well, it's different because you make decisions in it. That's how it's different. Like it's
way too much stress.
Well, it's. I'll just say the mistake I made. Like the night it came out, I remember me and my nephew. Wow, like you make the decision. You make the decisions. He was like, "Yeah, okay." I probably should have checked like the rating.
Yeah,
because one decision he made was the guy.
You want to sell coke or bang a hooker?
One of the decisions, it wasn't even that. One of the decisions he made was a guy leaping off of a building to his death, and I was like, "Ah, boy." That was one of the first big decisions we made. I was like, "Ah, boy,
let's do it, Uncle Trill."
Yeah, he's like,
it.
Yeah.
Mommy, can we go back to Tyler's house again?
Let's watch that again. No.
Certainly not the same nephew who deleted your PlayStation hard drive.
The very same, Ted.
Oh, boy. Man.
It might be time for some more Striking Vipers. Striking Vipers was just very funny. The one with Anthony Mackie and
I didn't see. I think that's the last season.
That's in the newer season.
I didn't see that either.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
And nice. And then there's the other one with like everyone had like the social media, like you know what I mean? Like, you get like likes in like real life. That was kind of fucked up. you'd get like your status would be based on
nosedive.
Yeah, aka
that
like
was
real life.
I think I watched them out of order because people were like they don't
right.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
to watch, which I appreciate. I like that
for sure.
Like that.
Yeah,
so
we need more shows like that.
Was the very first one with the Prime Minister and the pig.
Oh boy, very weird.
People really hate that one, but I like them leading with that, just letting you know, hey,
set the tone.
Yeah, this is what kind of shit we're on.
Buckle up. Yeah,
be prepared.
Yep.
But the
Put
second
your nephews to bed.
Was Nosedive, the one where like so you see somebody in public and it's like, oh, we had a good social interaction, thumbs up. Yeah. Oh, you cut me off in traffic, thumbs down.
Yeah, fuck off.
yeah, beat it. And the score get too low and people don't want to talk to you. It's a dirty game.
I just remembered one where I don't remember the title, but I know, Dan, you've seen this one. The one where everyone outside has their camera phone kind of trained on you and they're following you around like paparazzi.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not helping.
Scary.
Yeah, they're not helping the girl who's running away from like a murderer or something.
Or White Bear.
That one's good.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, but yeah, that one was
dude.
15 Million Merits, the one with Daniel
Kaluuya.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
that was a good one.
He's so good. Yeah, he was
got
good
some like they're kind of like The Onion. I just wonder if like right now they're like, what could we possibly put out that's weirder than like
real life
reality? Yeah, like
before it happens in real life.
Yeah, the Gulf of Mexico is on fire. It's been done.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
But no, I do like Black Mirror.
It's basically like it's like an adult version of like Are You Afraid of the Dark, or like one of those shows like from your kids. Like it's just a new episode every time. It's kind of scary, but not like scary.
Sci-fi zone type shit. Like what if this was
yeah. It's pretty cool.
Is.
Or like
I just gotta say it's not for the faint of heart.
No, that shit really like gut punch.
Those episodes will leave you feeling like, I don't know if you want to say depressed. You'll feel different.
I'll say it. Yeah, because it's not a gore. Like you're not gonna. It's like, oh my god, somebody got their head torn off. It's like, oh yeah, listen, he could see every single memory she had, and he knew she was lying, and he pulled it up on the big screen. That's some nasty work. Yeah, that's gruesome,
dude. I feel like you would be a great writer on that show.
Yeah, I'd rather watch somebody get stabbed or they neck broken than that.
Yeah, same. For sure. All right, man. Before we let you go, where's the best place for everyone to find you and everything you got going on? Or maybe like your top 10 things you got going on.
Top 10. The hub is Twitter, Tyler Am. That's where it all is. But catch me on Patreon, Fun Report. Not Here to Argue. Got that going on, doing some work with the Legends Lounge. We got some more stuff dropping soon on the Twitch at Trilly Whiskers here and there. But Tyler Am on Twitter is the hub.
Are you doing any more in-person stuff?
Not right now.
Legends anytime soon? Yeah.
It was like there was the chance. The Hall of Fame stuff is this weekend, and there was the chance, but I was like, just don't feel comfortable. It's just one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Every
we had.
I felt like I'm seeing a new hospital just in our area is getting. Like filled to the brims, and it's like I don't feel like I could in good faith go somewhere for sure like non-essential content, but whenever we feel
we've had Rochelle on a couple times and he's talked about some of the stuff like they're trying to do.
Like and that's it's so much. It's like it's so many good ideas, but it's
exactly.
It's no rush.
Great ideas.
Like they'll be there, so it's just when we get to them.
Yeah, got you. All right, cool. That's it for us. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.